We came to wreck everything and ruin your life.
How's it going, everyone? Thank you for being here. If this is your first time joining, please consider liking and subscribing, as I certainly appreciate your time and that you're here with us today as we take a look at another test server. There are a few things I want to go over and I want to look at. The first of which is really easy, and I want to show this to you. It's something I found interesting. I'd never seen this before. So first, let's look over here at the clan tab, and I want you to see. Okay, so I've got a couple invites. Okay, that's great. All right, so let's go back. So you can see I'm not in a clan, but I want you to look down at the bottom left of the screen. You see a chat window. So on this test server, this chat window is not active. I mean, I'm tapping on it, nothing's happening. It's directly over top the battle rewards. I've heard some talk before, people mentioning that they would like to see better in-game communication. So I'm wondering if what this chat window might be for is, let's say you're not in a clan, or you are in a clan. Maybe it's going to be a world chat, like a universal chat, where players from other clans can talk to anybody in other clans, or whatever. So that's pretty cool, considering that going forward in a near future update, we're going to be joining iOS and Android, and additionally the folks on Amazon are going to be coming over also. So we're going to be merging 3 platforms. So this is really cool to see that chat window there. So let's get into this. By now, I'm guessing that most people have heard some of the buzz around this weekend's test server, and here's why. So the simpler of the two things to take a look at real quick is going to be this. This is, I don't know, I guess this is kind of like the hot new cheerleader, and we have this Atomizer, which is a medium energy machine gun. Range is 500 meters, but like other machine guns, that is certainly not peak accuracy. The cool thing about this is that it fires non-stop. It runs like a Magnum and never runs out of ammo. It's unlimited, and it just keeps firing. But what happens is, as you fire, it heats up, and so your shot grouping, the spread and the bullet spread opens up. It becomes less accurate. So for me, this is still kind of a close range weapon, and as of right now, the way it is on the test server, and I'm sure this is just a start, it's really kind of unimpressive. I would almost use anything other than this right now. So I'd rather do something like this and come over here, and I'd rather do this right now. I think I would rather run the Punishers over the Atomizer, because that's how little damage it seems like it's doing. To me, it's underwhelming. So let's get to the much bigger issue, and there's been so much backlash on social media over this, and not surprisingly, and I think it's well deserved. So we're looking at shotguns. So there's a shotgun shotgun rebalance in the works. Again, it's just on the test server. I'm not trying to be Chicken Little, the sky is falling here. Although my honest opinion is that right now, if these were to go live right now, I think they become obsolete overnight. On the surface, the shotguns have a higher damage per round. They have a faster rate of fire, but here's the bad part, is that in addition to that, what they've done is they've reduced the magazine capacity from, in this case with the Storms, and I think this kind of, I don't know really how to say it, kind of across the board. I think what this does is this reduces magazine capacity down to 5 rounds for everything, I think. So you have a reduced magazine capacity, and you have a longer reload. Some of the shotguns have gone up to almost 2 seconds between rounds, and some are now over 2 seconds per round. So what this does is it effectively neuters the shotguns. You'll see in some of the gameplay, and what I'm what I'm trying to show you in the gameplay coming up here in just a couple minutes is, to me, what I perceive to be the general uselessness of these weapons, to the point that on my personal account I'm not going to upgrade anything else right now in the way of shotguns. In fact, what you see here on the tier, this is exactly how I've got my tier on my personal account right now. So for me, I would go back to say the old plasma death button builds. I would do, let's see what we can find here. I haven't even looked. Here we go. So I would do something like this, and I'd come over here, check this out. Right there. I'd go back to the Terran and Magnums for plasma death button build over the shotguns. And that's what I'm going to try to show you in the gameplay. And you'll see in the gameplay where I do get some kills, but what I want you to look for is I want you to look at how quickly they unload and then how long I'm waiting on the reloads. So the other thing I'm going to try to show this somewhat. I want you to see how these work, but again, to me, this is also kind of useless right now. So undoubtedly there's going to be some tweaking yet with these weapons, both on these atomizers and the shotguns as well. So, you know, the tier, that's not the only thing I'm running shotguns on. Of course, you've got one of the more popular builds on the Phantom, and then there's also the Aljun with the Glories. And I mean, you can score kills with all of these. You just have to play different. But I think we're at the starting point right now. So I highly encourage anyone who's not on the test server to get on the test server. Even if you don't do a video, make sure you do the feedback form. Make sure that Pixonic isn't just hearing from me and my own opinions. They should also be hearing from you guys. As you know, through Discord and social media, I talk with many of you. You guys help me out with information. I try to be helpful with information, and us working together, we come up with some good stuff. So I want Pixonic to hear from as many of us as possible. So they're not just, I don't want this to be, you know, it's my opinion, it's this YouTuber's opinion, it's this other YouTuber's opinion. You may have feelings on this that are different than mine, and I would like to hear that feedback from you as well. So please don't be shy in the comments section, your opinions. If you disagree with me, I'd like to hear that also. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'm going to turn this over to some gameplay and let you see for yourselves what I am perceiving as uselessness in the new weapons, the Atomizer, and in the nerfs to the shotgun. So again, everyone, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. It means a lot to me. And we'll talk again later. Y'all have a good one.